Okay, now I want to talk about a couple of common mistakes that students will make. We already talked about the one where a student will take the nose and will sew it to both body pieces. Well, here's one that's finished that a student actually did that. And if you look on the back, you can see where they've sewn and you can't stick your hand in it all the way very easily. So make sure that you don't have that problem. The next one is right here. It looks like they did a really good job. The only thing is we've got holes in it. Okay, we've got holes here, we've got another hole here. Okay, where when they were sewing, they went off the fabric and sewed where there wasn't fabric, and that created a hole. So make sure that when you do sew the body that you check to see if there are any holes. And if there are holes, that you then go and make a stitch over that to close the hole up. The next one I want to talk to you is this. Now, it's easy for people to think, oh, I'm doing a puppet, I need to sew the two body pieces together so that I can turn my puppet inside out, and it looks like this. Okay, just like you could see they've done in here. Make sure that you don't do that. You want to make sure that when you sew your puppet, okay, it's like this, like I've got on the example. I pin the back on to the front, and then I'm just going to start sewing down here in the corner. I'm going to go all the way around, okay, all the way around and stop here. Make sure you backstitch when you start and when you finish, okay, and leave the bottom open, because I also have students who will sew the bottom closed. So your finished product will look like this. Okay, very nicely done. You can see where how they've stitched all the way around, and it's close to the edge, but there's no holes. Okay, so that's what it should look like when it's finished. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to start sewing the body, and then I'll let you go ahead and work on it. So again, I can put the needle all the way to the edge. I can move it over, and that's fine. Make sure that you start at the very edge of your fabric, that's where the needle's going to go first. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go 3 to 5 stitches forward, stop, go back, and then continue on. Now, make sure that you keep your hands away from the presser foot. Keep them to the side. Okay, and as you come to a pin, just remove it, put it back in your pin cushion so that it doesn't get lost and fall on the floor. Okay, keep going, go all the way around. Okay, get to a pin, remove it. Okay, go all the way around, keep going. Okay. When I get to a corner, I may have to pivot, and you should know how to do that. So you can see my stitching. Okay, I don't have any holes. I'm sewing close to the edge. So I'm going to go all the way around my puppet, and then I can hot glue my eyes on. Like you see here, there's a hot glue gun over in one of the Foods Labs, and also eyes that I'll provide for you. You can just hot glue those on there, and then you can draw a nose with a marker if you want, and then turn it in. And that's how you make the puppet.